welcome back. Our next guest is bringing us great ideas for Christmas gifts, but she will also help us kickstart our New Year's resolutions.
That is right, because Dr. Christina Rahm knows all about self-improvement, and today she is sharing her secrets with us. Welcome, Doctor. I'm so excited to have you here. We've been chatting behind the scenes. You do so much.
Yes.
Well, you guys have great energy, so I've enjoyed it already. Thank you.
Okay, we need to start from the beginning, because if we are going to make any strides in our life and cure the cause, we need to explain. So let's start with your story. You were recently featured in Forbes Magazine. Congratulations. And this is for Cure the Cause. Talk about your personal story, because that's what really launched you into this.
Yes. Well, I'm a mother of 4. I have had different types of cancer, including pituitary, brain tumor, and syringomyelia in the spine. So I've had a child with cancer. So really, I threw myself into science and then also learned business, because I decided I wanted to share a message with mothers and people all over the world of how they could naturally get to the root of the issue to cure the causes in their lives, because there's a lot of environmental toxins. So not to scare people, I just wanted to help them naturally instead of it always being a pharmaceutical. I'm not against pharmaceuticals. I've worked for most of your major companies, but I wanted people to have natural things that could help them as well.
Mm-hmm. I love that you've taken your experience and what you've learned and you've turned it into a book series. So talk to us about that.
Yes, we have 5 books, I think, that are out now. One includes the cookbook. The latest one was Be Your Inspiration, because I wanted to focus on everyone looking inside and loving who they are, because we each have gifts. But I go over everything from growing up to how to get rid of things, how to eat right, how to wear clothes, because we have a fashion line. So I really address a lot for women all over the world.
Yes, you do. Now, speaking of inspirations, you are basically an inspiration. You're not only a doctor, author, and speaker, but you're also a mom. And I do want to talk more about that coffee line, Rahm Roast, because you're helping out other women. You're also doing that with your clothing line. Why is that important to you?
It's so important to me because I feel like I had these great role models with my mother, my aunt, my sister, my friends. I have amazing people in my life. But I realized from a work perspective, I didn't have a lot of people that really mentored me. And I really wanted to step up at the second half of my life and really support women all over the world, not just from a scientific perspective, but a business perspective. That was so important. And so we launched Rahm Roast, which was my maiden name. And my son, Duquesne, that's one of his favorite products because he loves coffee. And I really wanted to give back to people and to women in particularly, as well as to children all over the world. So we donate money from each bag of Rahm Roast that's sold.
You are tearing up. Why? I mean, how is this touching you? I mean, you are doing so much, but yet you're sharing what you've been through to help others. Why does that touch you?
This is a mission for me. There's so many things that have happened that are not positive. I want to bring hope and peace and love to people, and I really do mean that. And from a science perspective, I understand there's things that we can do to help people. So this is more than just physically helping people. Mentally and emotionally, spiritually and psychologically, I think we all need help and we need to feel good. And I always tell people, look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that you love yourself. So I still am humbled every day by the fact that God loves me, my mother loves me, and I want to show that to other people. I'm just lucky that I'm a scientist and can do it in other ways as well.
Now, I do know that you have some tips for everyone out there to kind of zero in on the cause, as we were mentioning. And I know the first is, as you were just saying, always observe yourself.
Yes. So to me, it's really important to always observe who you are and know who you are. We have a product called Zero In that actually helps you focus on what you're doing, because I think a lot of times you go throughout your day and you don't even realize what your mission and passion is that day. You have to know, to be where you guys are, you had to have a passion to want to do what you're doing. And I think we all need that. And then I also believe that you have to set logical goals. We can't do everything in a second, right? It takes time. Don't be hard on yourself. Love yourself through that, because there's going to be lots of challenges, which is the third point. Challenges and failure are part of life. You can't give up. You have to know that if you pass a challenge, you go to the next level. I tell my kids that all the time, and then you become a better person. So that's always been one of my focuses, and I think the Root Brands, which is one of the companies that we have in 76 countries. My husband, Clayton Thomas, and then Ted Baker, we run these companies together. We have all these challenges, but we give ourselves the grace to go to the next level and never quit. We just keep going.
I absolutely love that. I want to talk more about your cookbook. What would you say people can take away from I mean, because there's so many cookbooks out there. Why do you think this is something that people should pick up and they can learn from?
Yes, so I actually addressed it per a diagnosis. So let's say you have Lyme's disease or fibromyalgia or cancer, breast cancer, depending on what you have. I address what you should eat, what you should do, how you should meditate or focus on positive change because your mind is so important. And then I talk about what you shouldn't eat. And I even incorporate natural things like resveratrol, black cumin seed that I have in some of my products into the book because I feel like people need a step-by-step guide and it's overwhelming to be sick. And so again, my goal is to bring solutions to people so that they can help their children and their own parents and everything else.
You talked earlier about how you didn't have many mentors growing up, but now you're doing all of this work to help inspire basically women, people all over the world. What's the best advice as a mentor yourself now that you could give?
So we have the Rahm Foundation and we have a mentorship program and we have it in all different countries. So we're in 76 countries, so it's throughout the world. And I tell people this, when you are mentoring, remember to care about yourself first. It's kind of like the oxygen mask on the plane. You have to put your mask on first. And then show people your failures, your weaknesses, as well as your successes. Because people look at women like you all that have succeeded and think it's been easy, but you know it hasn't. So I think it's really important when you're mentoring or you're the mentee to know that we've all failed. And I think it's really important to show that and to show people how to keep going, because really fortitude and your ability to never stop is one of the most important things, I think, for any female or any male out there.
What has it been like for you to hear from people who have learned and have grown by you sharing your story? Do you have something that sticks out in your mind thinking, oh my gosh, this is such a good story that I want to share?
Yeah, we've had people we've been able to help all over the world. I'm the ambassador for the European Women's Association, and so we've been able to really teach women individually, I would say, how to open their own businesses and how to take their belief in what they are passionate about and make it a successful part of their lives. And I have lots of individual stories where we've been able to help people in Ethiopia or Nigeria, in countries where they really don't have as many chances, but if you support them and they believe in their own being and who they are, then they can get to the next level no matter where you live.
So beautiful.
Whew, man, so much to take in. I am already leaving inspired. I feel like I'm floating just talking with you. Thank you so much, Dr. Christina.
Thank you.
So powerful.
No, thank you.
Cure the Causes Cookbook makes a great stocking stuffer, so check it out at drchristinarahm.com. Look, lunch, you'll be right back after this.